welcome back to another Power Rangers review with Lightning Collector 2021. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Green Ranger. This is the Radiant Glow version, so it does glow in the dark. Not a whole lot of difference between this one and the old Green Ranger. I will show you the difference later on in the video, and I have got a review up for it, so if you want to check that out, head over to my Super7 Ultimates playlist. Don't forget to subscribe and like any videos that you watch. And if you've seen it already, I appreciate you watching. So from Super7's Ultimate line, here we've got another Green Ranger. I did grab this from the whole shebang, and as far as I know, they are still in stock. It did come as part of a wave with Bulk and Skull and the Black and Gold Megazord. So if you're interested in any of them, head over to the whole shebang where I believe they're all still in stock. But anyway, let's take a look at this one. So here it is inside the box. We've got the normal box that we would expect with a funky glow-in-the-dark sticker on there. Just tells us what we've got inside the Green Ranger Radiant Glow. So it is glow-in-the-dark, as I explained. A couple of little differences on the box. Obviously we've got a sticker and we've got some green around the edge as well, just to indicate it's a little bit different than the others that come in yellow or gold. And as usual, the nice window display, so it does show what we've got inside, so we can see our Green Ranger, some various heads, plenty of different hands in there. You can see the shield in the back and a morpher up here, so quite a few accessories, not as many as the previous one. Like I said, I will show it later in the video, the differences. Now this figure is based off of when he was losing his powers, so you can see him there without his shield, and he does start to glow because he did have some issues in the show. The photo on the back is from the show. Underneath, a little description of what's going on. So it just says, Tommy Oliver, the one and only Green Ranger, first debuted as the evil 6th Ranger controlled by Rita Repulsa. He was able to defeat the Power Rangers and the Dino Megazord single-handedly. Goes on a little bit just to tell you about Tommy himself. So if you want to check that out, feel free to pause it and have a little look. But we will open the box and take a look. Here he is outside of the box. So a little bit different to the one that we got in the first wave, because he was in the box with his shield and stuff, which you can see behind me there. He doesn't come with as much accessories, but like I explained, this is based off of the particular episode where he started to lose his power. It is glow in the dark, but it does look pretty nice. It's what we would expect from Super7. The helmet sculpt's pretty good. The paint's very nice around the whole figure. There isn't a whole lot of detail to it, because why would there be? It's just a green suit. Obviously, we've got the difference on the armbands and the cuff of the boots and stuff like that. The morpher does look pretty clean, especially for how small it is. The writing's punched in there very nicely. So yeah, definitely what we would expect. He does come with some accessories as well. So let's take a look at some of those. Taking a look at some accessories. So here we've got his morpher. You can see the writing is in there. The coin looks okay. The paintwork doesn't look entirely great, but in all honesty, obviously I've zoomed it in quite a lot so you can see the detail there. From a distance, it looks pretty good. It is what you would expect if you've got the other figures. So nothing really new there, but it looks okay for what it is. He also comes with a couple of head sculpts. So we've got one here with his green hair tie. The faces in this figure are a little bit more friendly than the other one. So this is based on, obviously, Green Ranger later in the show when he starts to lose his powers. So obviously at that point, he is a good guy. In the other one, not necessarily the case. So the skin tone definitely looks a lot better on this one than it does on the old one. The other one looks very pale compared to this. He comes with a head sculpt with his hair down, so this is obviously more of a relaxed look, and I would say this is probably from more of the earlier episodes where he wore his hair down quite a bit. He's obviously got the bandana that he wore quite a lot at the beginning. The earrings look pretty nice in it, and again, more of a happier expression on these ones. His Dragon Dagger, which is painted pretty okay. It's nothing special. I have seen better, I'm not going to lie, but it is okay for what it is. And as well as coming with various hands, I'm not going to get them all out because there's quite a few of them and a hand is a hand. But he also comes with two other arms, so this you can swap out to get the shield on. So these are really easy to pop off. They don't feel like they're going to break. Probably famous last words, knowing my luck. I have played around with this a little bit and I have swapped it out a couple of times just to make sure that it's okay. And they do just pop out, and we can take the head off. So we could just fit the shield on the front, like so, and then just pop everything back on. So the shield does look nice. I do like the gold in it. Again, similar to what we've seen before, really. There's nothing unusual about it. It is the Green Ranger shield, and there's not really much more or less to it than that. So you can pop the head back on, which does go on nicely. The previous Green Ranger that I had did break when I was messing around with these, so I did have to get a replacement, unfortunately. So to be able to play around with this one and it be okay is quite nice. Lastly, for the accessories, I just actually wanted to show the difference in the two. So I will do a comparison of the actual figures after, but this is more just to show the difference in the amount of accessories that you get for the same sort of price that you're paying, to be honest. I understand this is glow in the dark, but come on. This one you get an extra shield, which is like a vintage style shield. Obviously you can swap any of this sort of stuff around. This one comes with a Sword of Darkness, a couple of vintage sort of accessories there. You're still getting some hands and stuff in there as well, but you're getting extra weapons, sword. You're still getting the extra arms in this one. So anything that you're getting in here, you are getting in there. But this one obviously just comes with a lot extra. I like with this that you can actually display it as a good and an evil. You can look at these heads and you can definitely see the difference there in the evil Tommy head, and then you've got the normal Tommy head. You can see he's obviously a lot more paler, and I don't know if that's been done on purpose, but I do actually quite like that. When I originally bought this, I didn't like the skin tone on it, but when you're sitting them side to side, it definitely gives that illusion that this is an evil Tommy and this is a green Tommy. So again, this was more just to show the difference in the accessories. You definitely get a lot more with this one. Both very nice figures. Moving on to some articulation of the figure, we're not expecting a lot because it is a Super7's Ultimate, so if you've seen these before, you will know what to expect. We do have to be a little bit careful on the arms because they are designed a little bit more to pop out a bit easier due to the fact that you can change them to put the shield on. But anyway, the head does do a full 360. It does move up and down quite a lot. It's on a ball. The arms move up quite a nice amount. Obviously do a full 360 round. The top of the bicep does swivel all the way around. We've got a single joint in the elbow, but that's fine. And again, what we'd expect with Super7. Depending on what wrists you use, they do move up and down, but this one is very stiff, and they do seem to be quite stiff in these figures. Obviously they do a full 360, as you can see. We have got some movement in his torso, which moves up quite a lot, but not necessarily down so much. His legs move out quite a bit. Obviously be careful on this because it is attached to the body, so you don't want to rip that off. You move up an okay amount and back, and again another single joint on the knee, which is common for these figures. We have rotation on the cuff of the boot, and lastly the foot does move up and down, and it does rock side to side, so not too bad. It is okay, and these are definitely getting better. I would not have pushed a figure that hard from Super7 regularly, but I have been playing around with this one. This one is fine. I do tend to find that some of the older wave stuff is a little bit more risky. The White Ranger that I've got in the background there, he was okay as well. The most recent bulk figure that I bought, that was pretty stiff, but I think after a bit of heating up, he'll be fine. So there's the articulation on our Green Ranger. And moving on to some comparison. I have actually just popped this one back in its tray just so you can see the difference between them like this. I know I did just show previously a little bit more. So this one has got obviously the glow in the dark material. The green on this one clearly looks a lot better, but again, completely different material. This is obviously going for that look that he was losing his powers and he was glowing and all that sort of stuff. Obviously we've got the normal Tommy head sculpts here compared to the evil ones. This one obviously comes with a lot different accessories. I will pop him out so you can see this one and compare him to some other figures. And here we've just got a couple of Green Ranger figures. So we've got the Figure Arts one on that side, Hasbro's Lightning Collection on the other. You can see there is a huge size difference, particularly between these two. This one is about an inch difference. They should be a 7-inch figure compared to a 6-inch. Obviously the articulation on these are not as good as either of these figures, but they are more of a display piece, I would say, these, than either of the others. These ones display very, very well, but they also articulate very well. These ones, again, pretty much the same really, just a little bit less articulation, or should I say less forgiving articulation in the Figure Arts. And here we've got a few Tommy heads that are quite similar. So these again have just been grabbed for their similarity with the sort of hairstyle, the hairband. I would definitely say the Lightning Collection one from the original release is probably my favourite one. It does look a little bit more realistic than any of the others. It's very well done. I like the headband. Overall, very, very nice figure. I do enjoy all of these figures, and I can never turn down a Green Ranger. So to wrap up this figure with my final thoughts, very enjoyable. I do really like these Super7 figures, but for me, they're definitely an inbox kind of collector item. If you've watched a lot of my stuff or you followed on Instagram, you'll know that I unbox absolutely everything. But with these figures, due to the lack of articulation and stuff like that, and how they're displayed in the boxes with either heads, I do think that these display better in the box. So this is how they're going to stay for me until I really, really need the space, and they'll all come out and I'll do something with them that can compress it down a little bit just so I'm not taking up too much space. Articulation on them, as I said, isn't great, but this is what you'd expect from a Super7 figure. I do like the nice touch with the glow-in-the-dark body. it is something easy and quick that Super7 been able to put out that will get people buying. But for me, it just shows that people are still interested in Power Ranger figures. And as long as they keep coming, I will keep buying them. I do enjoy them. Not many accessories for the price point. We're definitely getting a lot less than we have with other figures. I don't know if the glow in the dark is a bit more expensive to produce or anything like that, or if it is just that they are trying to put something out for us to grab. Either way, I'm fine with it. And like I said before, I did get this from the whole shebang. They do supply me with a small discount. If you want to check those out, I will leave links in the description for their website. They've got quite a lot of bit on there, actually. They do import a lot of stock from the US, so anything that we can't get here, I do tend to check over there, and a lot of the time I'm able to find it. I think the big question here is, would I recommend buying it? It's difficult to say. For a completionist, absolutely. For a Green Ranger fan, definitely. If you've got the original, is it worth buying? I'm a little bit on the fence for that. It's a high price for a figure that doesn't come with a whole lot. But of course, it's just my opinion. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. I have got more content coming very soon, so if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and support my channel. I appreciate anybody who's watching and enjoying these videos. If you don't enjoy them, thanks for checking them out anyway. But for now, it's goodbye from me, and I'll catch you next time.